Okay. Okay. Welcome everyone back to our channel. Today we're starting a new campaign, Session 0 of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, where we'll start our first adventure, Burnt Offering, which eventually will result into a follow-up adventure called Seven Dooms of Sandpoint. But today we will focus on the Session 0 of Burnt Offerings, where our new players will go to a adventure of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, level 1 to 4. We have 2 players who have been with us in the past, who have not played Pathfinder before, so welcome. And of course, 2 players who have played Pathfinder and Starfinder and everything more often, so we have a good mix. Let's start with the top. Terry.
Okay, my name is Terry, and I will be playing Elrin Silvertree. He is an ASMR sorcerer. We're not going to go any further in the backgrounds right now, right?
Yeah, we'll do that later during the session.
Okay.
Now, Will.
Well, I'll be playing Lyra.
And she is
More than
a...
that? What's that?
What is she?
She is a she's a gnome druid.
Druid. Nice, nice.
And more depths to find.
And our guy from the UK.
Yeah, I'm Adam. I'm going to be playing Old Bear. Think about your granddad, but built like a tank.
Built like a bear.
Yeah, built like a bear.
He's what? What race and class?
He's a versatile human. His class is fighter.
Nice.
I am a granddad. I'm just saying.
So everybody
built like a bear.
Think Will. Think about Will. Built like a bear.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. Will likes hiking in the mountains like a bear.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. And last but not least, we'll have Michael.
Hello, I'm Michael. I'm going to be playing a champion in this game.
Nice. Okay.
Say your character's name once, just so I can know how you prefer.
Tahar.
That's right.
Yes. We'll all practice that in a moment once we go to characters. So, just so you guys know, we'll go over a couple of things at session 0. We'll go over the table agreements, including lines and veils. What happens if one of us misses a session? Campaign structure, tone of the game. Then I'll go into go over Sandpoint and how you can go through all the maps. Little side note about the house rules I'm running with, and then we go into the content, the characters' links to each other, to your hometown Sandpoint, and if we, depending on how late we finish with that, we might do a small combat encounter. Table agreements. So you've seen it in Foundry already, just going over so everyone knows. It's nothing new since other games. But the session rule number 0 or 1 is everyone should have fun. If not, talk to me, talk to each other. Don't be a jerk. We'll always find a solution. You guys, most of you have played before, so we'll be fine here. But it is one of the most important rules. About rules, no rules bickering. I've played Pathfinder for ages, but I forget things as well. If no one recalls a rule directly, I'll make a ruling, and someone can post it on Discord. We'll look it up during off hours, and we'll do better next time. I will try, of course, to give you guys an entertaining and fair game. One of the pros of Pathfinder is that in general it's quite balanced. Number 3 is your characters need to fit in with the other characters in the group, so no evil characters. You all come, you have a great link to Sandpoint, so this is what we'll discuss later during the session 0. So basically your characters' views of okay, what we're gonna do in the adventure, right? It's not like okay, you can go to the other side of the world. The idea is that we go to an adventure together. And playtimes, if you cannot make it, let us know ahead of time. If you cannot make it suddenly, that's also fine, but try to limit that. What happens if one of us misses a session? We will play with 3 players. So if one of us misses a session, we'll continue. If you miss more than 1 week, we'll try to find a different solution. So we'll do 1 game, and the second week that someone misses, we'll either play something else or we skip a week. And with something else, we can do a one-shot, or one of us can, one of the others can run something. We can discuss over Discord. Of course, if I miss a session, you can play without me, just not this campaign. If more than one person misses the game,
a world without God.
Well, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say the GM is God, but I'm the storyteller. Right? I'm the facilitator. I'm also a player. If more than one person misses the game, we'll not run Pathfinder. We can also again discuss over Discord what we're gonna do. Yeah. Okay. House rules. They're also in the journal and also in Discord. The most important thing is we're running with some optional rules from Pathfinder 2nd edition. One is called Gradual Ability Boost. Will, Adam, you're new players, so for you there's no difference between what you're used to, but that it basically means that at every level you can increase an ability score, so your strength or your toughness, etc. Instead of at level 5 and level 10. So it's more spread out your increases. The second optional rule is called automatic rune progression. So in Pathfinder 2nd edition you can normally buy a rune that improves your sword. Easier to hit, harder to hit with it. We run with a rule that it is basically automatically added whenever it's level appropriate. You get all the fundamental runes at their respective level. You can still buy runes that are more special, like a fire rune, so your sword can get a fiery aura and do fire damage. But the +1 type of bonuses you don't need to buy; you get them automatically at the appropriate level.
The other runes are called property runes, and those are more optional.
Yeah. And when that gets at the level that gets appropriate, we can discuss it over Discord, and we can give tips, and you can look it up, or you just find things maybe in a chest that is definitely not a mimic. Who knows? We will play with free archetype. What that means is normally at level 2, level 4, every even levels you get a class feat. That means you can choose a character option, like 10 different options. You choose one as, hey, at level 2 I'm specializing in something. With the archetype optional rule you get 2 feats at each of those even levels, but one needs to be specific to something called an archetype. An archetype is not a class, but like a class light. So a different type of archetype that you can then have as a sort of a dual class, as it were, a secondary specialization. You can go wild with that. You can go with your archetype like in a totally different direction as your main class. You can go with very flavorful, or you can also take an archetype that makes you even better at what you already do with your class. So there's a lot of choice in there. It's very overwhelming with all the archetype options, so add level 2, we can also discuss over Discord, give each other tips, or you give your idea of, hey, how does where do you want your character to grow, and then we can the other 3 of us, we can give like a few different options, like, hey, look at this, this, and this, instead of the 50 different options. Yeah, that's at least what I would propose. Any questions about that? Yeah. There's some more rules. They're in my Variant rules doc. But one of them is that you get 1 free ancestry feat at level 1. So if you're a gnome or a human, you get an extra thingy at level 1. We can double check all the characters before when we go over the characters.
I forgot to do that one.
Yes.
Oh no, I didn't. I lied. I did do it.
On the free archetypes, I do want you guys to make a choice, and I do realize that it is a difficult choice for Will and Adam. That's because you don't know exactly what I'm asking. You can. There's 3 different. There's a few different type of archetypes, and we need to make a choice. So normally in a campaign, if you play with that extra archetype rule, the GM can say, hey, you can only take like spellcasting as your archetype because we're playing in a campaign with a magical school or whatever. That's a great example. So then you get the very thematic archetypes. And in that case I provide a list. Hey, this is your options. We can play with a variant where you cannot choose multi-class archetypes, so you cannot specialize, hey, I'm both a druid and a warrior. Or we can play, okay, you can choose whatever. I'm fine with playing you can choose whatever, but yeah. What do you think? What do you guys think? Terry, what do you think?
I like keeping it open. Gives players like the maximum opportunity to try to branch out to do whatever they want, and gives them the most freedom to do whatever they want. So I prefer like keeping it fully open.
Okay, Michael.
I agree with Terry, with the caveat that, you know, there are certain, I don't know if this is one of them, but there are certain games like Strength of Thousands that you said before where it's very thematic to have a specific type of archetype, and in those games I like that, but again, I don't know much about Burn Offering, so I don't know if this is the case here.
Yeah, so there's no specific no specifics I would recommend here. No, in this adventure.
Okay, so then yeah, I agree with Terry. I like the flexibility, the options of being able to customize your character, make it your own.
Okay. Will, do you have any opinion on this?
Well, I have no information, so
Yeah.
Unlike most Americans who have opinions with no information, I'm going to have no opinion. Or most internet citizens.
Internet citizens, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And for
It's
our
also
internet
possible.
citizens, like and subscribe.
Yeah. There we go.
So you can stay informed. Okay, and like I said, we will also try to guide you with the options if you get if you want a small if you want some sort of direction, or you can dive into and read everything. That's also fine, whatever you want. Adam, you?
Yeah, I mean, everything seems really complex at the moment, but I'm sure it'll all fall into place. So I think for now, I want things to be basic and easy to grasp, but I'm sure in the future, if I get the hang of it, then mixing it up sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So.
And what I definitely recommend, I also have run Pathfinder Society in game stores in the past, also for like total newbies, even for players that have never played but definitely just go with the flow on leveling. If you don't want to read all the options, I still remember when I started out with Pathfinder, and I was like, man, Pathfinder first edition, and there was way more options than we have in second edition. So definitely I recommend just going with each level. And okay, what we level up, what options do I have only at this level? We do play with an optional rule that you can retrain. That takes some time off, so some downtime, but you can take a day or take a week in game we go in fast forward mode during that to retrain some of your features if you want to go a slightly different direction. Of course, back to rule number 1, if you don't have fun with your character, you can always come to me and we create an amazing death scene if you want, and you can create a new character. Yeah, that is always an option, but don't spoil the fun to the other players if you ever want to do that. So DM me directly. Okay, cool. Campaign structure. So like I said, like I started, we will play with Burnt Offerings. That is an ancient, one of the first adventures of Pathfinder, first edition. That is converted over the years to second edition with some community input. It is an adventure also based from Sandpoint. The level is 1 to 4. Your character will need to live in Sandpoint, so that's what we'll do shortly. After level 4, so after that adventure, I think we'll take around early August to run that, depending on how quickly you guys do things. Well, it might be a little bit faster, might be a little bit slower. After the adventure, you need to choose to either fictionally retire your character, so he's gonna live out in Sandpoint and he will become an NPC, or he continues to the next adventure, not do anything for 17 years. You can also choose that he goes on a different adventure and dies somewhere off in the world, whatever you want. But the second adventure that we're gonna play is called Seven Dooms of Sandpoint. That happens exactly 17 years later than Burnt Offerings. So you can choose either to make a whole new character, also that needs to be based in Sandpoint. Maybe it's one of your kids, Old Bear. That adventure is going to be level 4 to 12. Yeah, so it's a little bit higher level, but you can choose. It will start at level 4, but you can choose to either start a new character. I know Michael wants to do a new character and Terry wants to keep his character, but you can change your minds. That's fine. But the main thing is there's a 17 years time gap between the Burnt Offerings when we end and the Seven Dooms. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Different ancestries age at different rates.
Yes.
How long is 17 years to a gnome?
17 years to a gnome. I think, if I recall correctly, let me double check.
Depends on what you're doing, I guess. If you're just hanging out doing nothing, it's gonna be a long time.
I'm just talking about the aging.
Yeah, they age based off of like new experiences. So the less experiences they have, the faster they age.
Yeah, they reach adulthood in 40 years, and a trained character is around between 50 and 95 years. They can get pretty old.
All right, so what I'm getting at is if I start Lyra as basically an adolescent, let's say,
yeah,
then that would map to being just a general adult in 17 years.
Yes, for your gnomes, you wouldn't have much the difference in your looks, basically. So you can easily keep
and
her
lifespan. I'm trying to map it to lifespan. Yeah.
So
Okay.
the thing is, like, they can interior. So they reach physical maturity around the 18th year, but they can live to any age. They're basically immortal. However, they like Michael said, they die from boredom.
Boredom. Yeah. Right.
Eventually, almost any gnome starts to suffer from a condition known as the bleaching. Basically, they lose their passion, they lose their belief in life, they fail to experience new things. Your hair starts to bleach to white. So, in general, few gnomes live longer than 400 years. Because in general, then you've seen and experienced everything and you fall into that condition.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, so it just maps then that she can start kind of late adolescence or
Yes.
early adulthood, and she won't age out in the process.
Yes.
But we're gonna have like a week to do a 4-level level up.
Yes.
It's a lot of homework. I'm just saying.
No worries.
Are there proctors? Are there TAs and office hours so that we can get help with that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Adam, for you also clear? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
That is, I think, the campaign structure. What is important to know about? So we'll go a little bit in tone of the game and and some expectation management. So burnt offerings is a problem that will occur at the village, and that will result into an adventure, like a typical fantasy adventure. It's not huge scale, but it is an adventure in the region of Sandpoint and its surroundings. The game after that, Seven Dooms of Sandpoint, is a dungeon crawl. That means it's also very close to Sandpoint. There's no big spoilers, but a lot of ancient things are happening around, have happened in the past around Sandpoint. So there's old buildings here on the map. You see the old light over here. It's an old light tower, and it's an old Thessalonian building that's destroyed. And Thessalonia is like Thessalan is a civilization eons past. Most people don't even know about it. Like, the only one in your party that would know about this is Elrin, because he's studying at I know his background, he's so without going into it, but he's studying at a scholar that is investigating the ruin, basically. But yeah, so in the second adventure, Seven Dooms, a dungeon will have been found, and you will have reasons to go into that and go through that. But that's very close to Sandpoint, so it has many links to that. Yeah, so again, it's not a world traveling adventure. Just to make sure that you guys understand that without spoiling.
So
too
Bird
much.
Offerings has this deep heritage as being a very early Pathfinder. Is Seven Dooms more recent than that?
Yes. Seven
It was
Dooms is
released a
exactly
couple years ago.
Yeah, Seven Dooms is 17 years ago, but I think that was 2 years ago. Yeah.
2
Yeah.
years ago.
The adventure came
Publication,
out
okay.
2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
But
Right around there.
So,
So-
close
so-
to the second edition. Yeah. All about the second edition.
Yeah. But funny thing, so there is a funny thing to know about Pathfinder is there is every half a year or every quarter they bring out new adventures, and that the adventure ages the storyline of the in-game fiction, and that is on a one-to-one basis in real life.
Are those the organized play ones?
Yes,
Or is
also
that-
also
And the
but
adventure
also
pass.
also the adventure pass. So when I say
Yeah.
that Burnt Offerings is 17 years, that's 19 years ago. That in game, but also in real life, that it came out. So in that it is a view in the past. Any questions about tone of the game? Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
So that's
I was
what
going to ask that.
So what I want to say with it, so that's what I just wanted to say. The tone of the game is like, okay, the first adventure will be more like, okay, an old-fashioned adventure. You guys will need to bring a solution to a problem that the town has, and the second
We're
adventure
talking
is
like heroic fantasy.
heroic fantasy. Yes, but heroic fantasy, but close to home. Yeah. So. Yeah, Sandpoint, you guys see the town of Sandpoint. I made a nice landing page again. Very happy with it.
The water looks amazing. I want to go swimming in there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I must say that did you guys find the fish?
Yes.
No.
Going
Fish?
round and round.
Yes.
I haven't
What?
seen fish yet.
And the bottom.
I found the birds that someone cast stasis on. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's in here as well.
Yes.
Cute.
Okay. Just so you guys know, on the top left you can expand your scene navigation, and there is a folder called Golarion. That should be visible to you guys if I set things up correctly.
I see the inner sea.
Yes, you can click
It's
on
inner
inner.
sea.
You can click on inner sea. I can all bring you there.
I've already been playing around with this, so
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
I did get a warning, though. But I guess as long as it's just a warning, that's really good for...
Yeah, so if you're
Fine.
ever interested not to go online, you can also find this all on the wiki or wikis online. But this is the map of a large part of the most important part of the world of Golarion. And we play in the region called Varisia. And Varisia, you have the city of Magnimar over here, Corvosa over here, Karamага. And we can zoom into Varisia by right-clicking on the yellow button, and then we can move there.
Whoa.
you seen.
Yes.
Cool.
And again, Corvosa is here, Karamага is here, and most importantly, Magnimar is here, and Sandpoint is here.
Just up the
Sandpoint
coast.
is a town that is. So I didn't put any background music on this. But Sandpoint is a small town that was built based from Magnimar to make a town for all the farmlands around it, because Magnimar needed to be fed. That's basically how Sandpoint got built. And if we move into Sandpoint, you see the direct surroundings of the Sandpoint hinterlands. There's a lot of farmlands. There is some mountainous areas and some marsh. And here on the top left, you see Sandpoint. This is the map of Sandpoint. That one I think you guys have access to directly as well.
Yeah, I was...
Yes, we do.
Great. So the funny thing is, you can see exactly any. I double checked. Almost any building. So you can also see on the main landing page image. Not all, but almost any. So if you can double click on the icons, Sandpoint Cathedral, and then you see a little image. I copy pasted that from the landing page.
Okay.
Also from here, if you want to go back to the hinterlands, then here on the bottom right, there is a map button to the hinterlands. But yeah, this is very fun, and I think one of our players had a question about one of the pubs.
Yeah, it was the feathered serpent.
Yes. So a tip in Foundry: if you hold the Alt button on your keyboard, you see all the text from all the things on the scene.
Okay. I wish I had an Alt button. Is that an option?
Option
there.
on Mac, yeah.
And
but I don't know what you mean with
It's the
feathered.
bottom right near Rum Street.
Oh yeah,
It's
the feathered serpent. It's over here, at the Rum
okay.
Streets.
now if I
So
click that.
so
Human.
yes, he's a human wizard with a little bit of rogue in him. He's a roguish wizard called Forvashlali Voon. Yeah. But yeah, it's not a so the feathered serpent is not a tavern, huh? It's a shop.
No, it's right. It's
But I can definitely imagine a gnome being interested in that in his shop. As he has a lot of different strange smells, incenses, spices that you can try out.
So it's an eclectic shop.
Yes.
Where's the rusty dragon?
The rusty
I was
dragon
reading about
is over here.
Cool.
And I can already tell you, this is the inn where all of you hang out the most for beers together.
Okay.
Lyra's underage. Just.
Oh, you can also drink other things than beer.
She could always be sneaking in there and be getting thrown out, and who knows if there's even a drinking age.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, this is the Sandpoint map. We'll go over this a little bit later. Unless you guys have a question about Sandpoint. Who has seen the YouTube video Pathfinder Lore Welcome to Sandpoint? Definitely recommend it.
Yeah.
I watched
Very
it.
useful.
Cool. Amazing. If you guys also on YouTube, I will put up a link here on top. It's an amazing movie clip of a guy that wonderfully explains the lore of Sandpoint.
I'd like to be able to click on the icon in Foundry and have the little clip of that guy doing his bit about that spot come up.
If
Don't
only.
give me more work, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's you know what? Let's go over each other's character. I will put each of you on the screen and tell a little bit about yourselves and what you have in mind of your background. What are your what is your background? Where do you come from? How have you experienced Sandpoint so far? And then the rest of you can ask questions of them.
Cool.
So we'll start with Elrin Silvertree.
Oh, love the text there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so Elrin has been in Sandpoint for quite a while. His family moved there into Sandpoint when he was just before his 10th birthday. His father was a glass blower of, reasonable renown, and so he came to work at the Sandpoint Glassworks. Since even when he was a little kid, he's always been drawn into knowledge, seeking knowledge and reading and everything. And he's also he just has a knack for being able to pick up languages. And he ended up having a chance meeting with Broderick Quink, kind of like the one guy in Sandpoint who's actually studying the Thessalonian ruins. he basically got drawn into the world of ancient Thassalon by Broderick Quink, and
Yeah.
you know, he actually got hired, or he got hired at the, what was it, the Curious Goblin, I think is the name of the store, run by
Yes.
Chas
Yes. So
Kaladin.
one sec, Terry. You go really fast.
I'm going too much.
Yeah, you're going really fast. So what I'll ask is if you mention a location, stop for a moment, and
Okay.
I will make a pointer on the map on where that is. So the first thing I think
Okay.
you said is the
The
glassworks.
Sandpoint Glassworks.
So that is
Yep.
over here. Yeah.
So his father worked at the in the Sandpoint Glassworks, and then he met Broderick Quink at the Curious Goblin.
Yeah. So the Curious Goblin is over here. There.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the
Yeah,
Glassworks.
it's here. Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like I said, when he met Broderick, he got like drawn into, you know, the lore and everything about ancient Thassalon, and he naturally picked up a job helping Chas Kaladin, the owner and curator of the Curious Goblin, you know, keeping his, you know, collection in pristine condition and everything. And so he's been working with, you know, Broderick and Chask in his research studies for probably about 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's like where he is pretty much on a daily basis. Also, his father passed away like a little over a year ago, and since then he's actually moved into like a side room at Broderick Quink's house, which is over by the ruins.
Yeah, that's over here.
And so, yeah, that's where he lives now. And then he works at the Curious Goblin, and he's involved with both of those guys in his studies for ancient Thassalon. And like I said, he is a polyglot. He already speaks like 7 languages.
Okay, cool. And he is a starting wizard, or what did you say, sorcerer?
He's a sorcerer.
Yes.
And yeah, he uses he has the prestidigitation cantrip, and that's very helpful in keeping the goblin clean.
Yes. And does one of the first questions I will ask is, does Elwin know where his powers as a sorcerer come from?
Yes.
Do you want to
They
say?
are
secret.
sorry. No, okay. He has the elemental.
Damn, I was hoping one-word answers would work. Sorry.
he has he's the elemental metal bloodline, which is like he jams with electricity. Let's just say that.
Okay. Yeah, so you took and you can multilingual and Nephilim eyes. So you have dark
He has dark
vision.
vision.
Yes, very
Yep.
cool, very cool.
He does have the light cantrip because he realizes not everybody else is gonna.
Yeah, so a
probably be
young
able to
man,
see in the
19
dark.
years old, Alwyn Silvertree. How does he feel about his? I imagine Broderick. He's a wizard, right? So
Yep.
you cannot learn spells like your master can. How
Nope.
does he deal with that conflict?
I mean, he doesn't have that's not really a source of conflict for him.
Mm-hmm.
To him, honestly, I would say that Broderick is like an extra window into, you know, the world of magic that he doesn't actually have the ability to otherwise see. So I think that it would be almost the opposite of a conflict. It would be like just more knowledge that he can kind of soak in from Broderick as
Okay.
a wizard.
Cool. Any of the players? Do any of us? Any of you have questions to Elwyn or Terry about Elwyn?
I have an idea, but I'm saving it.
Okay.
Okay.
I think my character would want to know if he can hold his drink.
Well, he is an ASMR. Yeah, he's I guess capable as at least the average person.
Yes, and for the people who
ASMR,
don't know or our
ASMR.
watchers, an ASMR is someone who has some blood in his blood lineage from beings from other planes, and in this case, it is from angels.
Yes.
I thought it was ASMR. That's what I thought you were doing.
Sure. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had no idea. I had
No.
no idea.
Some lightning angelic
Yeah.
blood.
Actually, well, I say ASMR, but that's
Soothing.
technically an outdated term in the remaster. It's now called Nephilim.
yeah.
But yeah.
But that is fine. I like Diablo more anyway than
Yes.
the old D&D setting. Let's move on. We will go to Lyra, and not just Lyra, but also
Oh yeah. Also,
Bill. That's your cue.
Drugami. All right. So Lyra is an adolescent gnome. Her gnomish parents in the first world, you call it.
Yeah.
The Fey world.
The first world.
Yeah, they got her. Think of the Blitz in England when kids were moved away from places that were targets and sent to adoptive families, right? Which probably has something to do with the way that every story, Harry Potter, it's all kids being sent away, right? I think there's a deep thing in the culture about this, but anyway,
Go to the uncle.
she was sent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so she was sent to Sandpoint, and I wouldn't say banished, but for her own protection. Maybe we'll hear some story eventually about what was the conflict in the first world that was so dangerous that gnomes began sending their children away from the world that was really most natural to them. But I haven't come up with it yet. It may never matter, hopefully.
Who knows?
So she was sent to Sandpoint because her uncle, as Terry said, Vesnut True, who operates the Way North Map Shop.
Say again. The way north.
The Way North Map.
I know where it is. It is over here.
So, Vesnut lived in Sandpoint. He was a gnome who had already left the first world for some other reason that we'll find out eventually, maybe. But in 17 years, maybe he won't even be in the city. But he knew that he was not going to be able to take care of Lyra. He's a confirmed bachelor. He's got more than enough problems running his map shop, etc. So he basically foisted her off on some adoptive parents.
Were they
Which is
gnomes
still kind of-
or somebody else?
No, they're not gnomes. They're I want to say they're humans. And I'm trying to think of I haven't got this fleshed out quite, but I'm trying to think of boring humans that have been trying
Farmers?
to encourage. Maybe that would be pretty boring. Where would that be? Show me on the map where it would be the most likely. Yeah, I know it's a city, so they're likely they would come into the city to do their marketing. But I'd rather them live in the city than live out of town.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Because
the
otherwise
farmers
it's
and
weird.
such, they bring things to the market. So they live out on farms, but they would often go visit the marketplace.
Okay.
But
Now, how about like I'm just jamming here, but
Yeah.
how about if her parents were the people that kind of organize that marketplace? So they're the interface between the farmers that bring in their produce, and then they make sure that the farmers market operates. They're the patrons of the farmers market. Oh, that worked.
Yes, so there is a few possibilities there. So this is an open market, so it just stands. There's also
Yeah.
here the meat market. That is a building. So
Too exciting.
that is the local butcher is running that.
Yeah.
But we also have, and that's a little bit more not about. Maybe it's not about the farms, but more about merchants. So we have the Sandpoint Mercantile League, and that is over here.
Too exciting.
That is
Looking
over
for the
here.
most boring.
Hmm.
Maybe, yeah. So if they were in fact farmers, where does that put them out of town? And so it's not going to work as well.
Yeah,
It's the environment.
so
It's
if
the
they would be
environment.
farmers, then they would not live in the town, or they would live in the hinterlands.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
what
maybe
is
they're
your, what is your
trade-
connection with your human family? Maybe we can help place.
Almost none. It was Vesnut knew them, and he was just in a hurry to hand off this problem. It was something he wasn't suited to, and he didn't want to be raising a kid and so forth. So he just wanted to basically hand Lyra off, and he hands her off to a family that doesn't resonate at all with her wilder search for stimulation and experience. So
Aspirations.
yeah, so they're trying to encourage her. In essence, they're going to be a force for bleachiness, and that's
Yes.
why she's rebelling against them. This is
So
classic.
if
teen
you
angst,
want to
by
be
the way.
one
this is
of
classic teen angst.
so the funny thing is, so would you mind having human siblings that are also teenagers and also rebelling against their parents because they're so boredom?
Adoptive siblings.
Yeah, adopted siblings. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, why is there what are you suggesting?
Because then I would suggest number. That's over here. That is here.
Uh-huh.
That is the general store, and the general store is run by Van Vinder and his family. It's the oldest, best stock general store. A little bit of everything, right? So farm equipment, weapons, tools,
Yeah, perfect.
furniture.
Yeah, perfect.
Homemade pies baked by his wife Solsta. There is some old wine, bad wine in the cellar. But yeah, he has two, maybe three. He has two human daughters, and maybe a third gnome one. Because he has so his daughter Catherine, who is has a bidding romance with a no good Harker from the lumber mill. But he also has a daughter called Shalis, who is definitely like enjoying the nightlife with a reputation to grow. So basically the teenager who's partying and coming home late or early in the morning
So
with,
here's
a,
the
with a
angle.
bad excuse.
So here's the angle: is those two daughters are off having adventures, but if Lyra does anything outside of the confines, Dad gets down on her. So she's got the you let my sisters. He doesn't even know they're doing those things. So yeah, I like it. So the general store, fine. Then she's been twice booted out of the academy.
So this is Van Vinder, and
Okay.
this is your sister.
Oh yeah, I saw this in these stories in the.
This is Shalis Vinder from the general store.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like Red Sonja.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So I'll flesh that out a little bit, but also I think Lyra's been booted out of the academy. Like that academy, that's the school for the kids there.
Yeah.
Where's the academy?
You mean the Turandarok Academy?
Yeah.
And that's over here. So that is this place.
Right. And that is the school, yeah.
It is indeed a place where it's part orphanage, part school, and it's run by a retired adventurer, a retired roguish wizard. And the headmaster is called Ilsoari Gandesus.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's been kicked out of there at least once. Ven, is it Ven that runs the general store?
Yes.
Had scrimped and saved to pay her way there, always threatening that if she doesn't, learn to behave, then she'll be one of the orphans in there. And of course her response is, I'd rather that than be another day in this house, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also Ven, Drugami, is it? Yeah, Drugami.
Oh, how does that get in?
Even though it's a cat, it's always knocking shit over in the general store, and being in the
Even
way,
though it's a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a cat, you mean?
Because it's a cat.
Or either way, however you want to look at it. And so Ven is always constantly annoyed that Drugami's in the even anywhere.
How did you find Drugami,
Anywhere.
or how did Drugami find you? I missed that.
I don't know. So I still have to figure out how much she was sent away at a really early age, really early. This is Moses in the basket, right? This is send your kid away. And it might be that Drugami was sent as a protector.
Oh, maybe a kitten.
And so she's known.
And the kitten in the same basket.
Yeah. But so she's known no other. She doesn't have. There's no origin story there exactly. It's I've always. This is the only thing I've ever known.
Yeah.
Is Drugami being there. Right?
Okay, cool.
And then as he got bigger, I think I'll have to figure that out. But I think he got bigger and bigger, and now can knock over bigger and bigger shit in the store.
Yeah.
And so he's even less welcome there. And she's going through the. It's just so boring here. And mom and dad are doing the. This is a wonderful trade. This will keep a roof over your head if you learn. You should study accounting. It's that kind of thing. Yep. Is that enough?
Yeah, that's a good hook for getting on adventure, right? Later on.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Looking at your character sheet.
I need one answer. I need a.
Yes.
I think I get another. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you see an empty slot on your character sheet if you scroll down on your feet step.
Trying to find that. Is it a tabbed proficient feats? Okay. And I see the animal elocution.
Yeah, if you scroll down, you see an extra ancestry feat.
Yeah, and
if you click on the little search
loading.
bar, not the browse, but the
Yeah,
search bar, then you can
What I
get.
wanted was Stormborn.
Yes, you can get all that options. So I will give you a tip in the browser, because this is important to know because it's also found Pathfinder first time in Foundry for you. So you see a little box called traits, and because you can choose things specifically for gnomes, but there's also ancestry feats that you can mix and mash. So if you want to do a specific on a gnome, just add in the traits a gnome trait. And then you see only the ancestry feats from gnomes.
Weird. I don't see Stormborn. I thought it was called Stormborn. I see Storm Soul, Storm Slash.
Do you understand what I meant, Will?
Yeah. So I have ancestry feat checked in
Yes.
categories. Should that
Yes.
do the filtering? That should do the filtering, right?
Yeah, in the
That's-
so ancestry feat is indeed, but in the
Stormborn
traits,
is a druid feat, a class feat, not an ancestry feat.
Oh, I see. And is that perfectly fine, or am I supposed to only do an ancestry?
no,
feat?
only an
Sorry.
ancestry feat. And if you
Oh,
in the,
I see. Okay.
in the traits search bar, if you put the mouse in there and then add the gnome trait tag,
Okay, good.
then you only see, then your list is filtered to only the gnome ancestry feats.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
If
have to. Give me.
Yeah, go over that for a moment.
Why do they
if-
all have exclamation points? Why do they all have exclamation points? Does that mean anything?
Oh no, that's just the icon. That's just the icon.
Yeah,
of the,
okay.
yeah, just go over that for a moment. We'll get back to you if you have any questions. And in the meantime,
Oh crap! Sorry.
in the meantime, we'll go to Adam.
What you hit?
That's very much like my character. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Well,
well,
that was
that was exactly
a
on
good
cue.
yeah.
So tell us about Old Bear.
Well, Old Bear. Okay, so I was inspired by a book I've read. Well, several books by David Gemmell. I don't know if anyone's read them or anyone on YouTube has read them, but there is a character in there called Druss, and Druss is, well, in the very first book, he's an old man. He's dying, and Death comes and says, "No, you've got one last thing I need you to do." And so Druss returns to the world of the living, and people don't believe it's him. You know, he died hundreds of years ago. It can't possibly be you, but you look just like him. And so he's this big old man that was once this legend who's unstoppable. And I've always fancied playing a role-playing game of rather than progressing. So you start as a 0 and you become a hero. Old Bear was a hero, he was a legend, and for some reason he has forgotten all this. I mean, partly perhaps because of his age. I've put him at 65, which isn't that old really, but for some people I suppose dementia can set in, well, earlier than that. But I like the idea that he has been cursed. I don't know by who, and perhaps leave that to Jeroen as GM, but for some reason somebody's cursed him and he has forgotten who he was. Perhaps that's a benefit to the person that's cursed them. They don't want him to remember who he was. And so he is in Sandpoint. He has escaped, he has wandered off from his nursing home, or he felt his prison. And again, I think there's somebody out there, and again, that may be down to Jeroen, who is a benefactor, who is paying for the nursing home, perhaps in cahoots with the person who has cursed him, somebody who wants the world to forget who he was, somebody who wants Old Bear to forget who he was, and to be locked away and forgotten, really. And somehow Old Bear has escaped, he's wandered off, as sometimes all people do, from their nursing homes and residential homes, and he's found his way to Sandpoint, and he has little flashbacks and memories of his past life. He sometimes mistakes strangers or even friends for his old crew. He was a vanguard of an army. Would throw him. His role was to just throw himself, because he's so big, and he uses or did use. I guess we need to source in one in the game, but he used to use a giant double-handed axe. So he'd just throw himself into the enemy, waiting for everyone to kind of gather around him, and he'd just be swinging his axe as this massive warrior.
Yeah.
And so he hangs out in, I think, is it the Rusty Dragon? And I understand, do you want to point that out, Jeroen? I understand the proprietor, I forget what she's called, but she loves a good tale. Who's sorry?
I think it's
Amico.
Amico, right?
Yes, that is
Amico.
Amico. Yeah.
Amico. She loves a good tale, apparently. She loves old stories. And so, old Bear doesn't have much money. Maybe he scrapes some money together. He might look old and his knees might be arthritic, but he's still built like a bear and he can lift heavy things. So maybe he earns a bit of money lifting barrels around. And he tells tall tales that nobody believes. Nobody believes it was him. Every pub's got one, haven't they? There's somebody who tells tales and everything. Yeah. Whatever, but they might be entertaining. When actually he has done these things. These are flashbacks that he's remembering, and they're incoherent. The timeline's always wrong.
Well, I
But
can
yeah, he
imagine
did
him
do-
at least being like, that's on to you, but you can also be a regular at all the inns.
What? Sorry.
You can also be a regular at all the inns, all the taverns in Sandpoint.
Okay, yeah. So maybe, he
But
goes around
his favorite
telling
place is
everybody
maybe the Rusty Dragon. So we
Yeah,
have
exactly.
the white deer that's over here.
Okay.
It's it has an outlook over the Varisian Gulf to the north. The owner is a somber and quiet Shoanti. So that's one of the ancestries, human ancestries, like tribal plainsmen, tribesmen. So there's that's an inn. We also have.
There's some story why it's called the white deer. Oh, there's 2 deer out front that were carved from something. What was it?
Yes. There's a pair of wooden life-size deer carved from white birch. Then we have the Cracktooth Tavern. That is located behind here, so that's here on the corner. It's called Cracktooth Cavern. Yeah, most of the patrons that go to the theater, they go after that. They go to the tavern, to that tavern. So also a lot of the actors, singers. There's every night there would be a crowd of would-be entertainers, right, back in the tap room, like doing like bad songs and such and tryouts.
Karaoke.
Yeah, the owner is called Jesk Cracktooth Berini. So he looks like a thug, but he also takes often the stage, so he's a little bit of a witty guy.
I love the idea that old Bear is perhaps one night watching a show and he's shouting, "It never happened like that! You're lying!" He gets all worked up because he was actually there, and they're not telling it how it really happened.
Yeah. So also another notorious tavern is this one. That is the Hagfish. It's one of the most popular taverns, but mostly by fishermen and gamblers. It's also your best bet for a good seafood meal. The owner is a one-legged man named Jargy Quinn, a roguish character, and the Hagfish gets its name from a large glass aquarium that is behind the bar, the home of the repellent Varisian hagfish. I do have an image of that.
So is the bar game that's in the video lore, or did the dude make that up that made the video?
I don't know which.
bar So you give a silver, and if you drink all the water in the hagfish
Yes.
aquarium without puking,
Yes.
You get all the money that's been put in by everybody since the last time someone did it.
Yes.
I think that's lore.
That is
Oh, wow.
that is indeed the Hackfish. It's so Jargy Quinn, the owner.
There you go.
He calls the Hackfish Nora. And yeah, it is a really smelly tank, and no one has won all the silver coins yet.
Yeah.
But definitely, so this is a tavern full of not just the Hackfish, but also a lot of different game tables. There's games ranging from cards to checkers to darts. Also tall tales, favorite pastime here, with a popular game called Yarning. So this would be, Will, something for you in real life. You need to make Yarning is a game of stringing an impromptu fable without contradicting yourself, and the longer you can, the one that can go on the longest wins.
You forgot the game that role-playing gamers love the most. Dice.
Yes, of course, dice as well. Yeah. Of course, we have, and we already talked about the Rusty Dragon. Definitely the one where you can find most people who. So Ameiko is the owner, Ameiko Kaijitsu, and she is an old adventurer as well. So also old adventuring tales are often commonplace there. And what is another one that is important? Might be important to Old Bear, but that is for you to decide. Is over here. Is Hannah's. Hannah Valerian is a female elf cleric of Gothray, and she is basically there for minor aches, pains, illnesses. For citizens. No?
I
What-
think
what
I
about
think
the-
that
Wait. There's Did we cover? There's like a biker bar. It's on the same street as the Bordello.
Oh yeah. I think that is over here, out of my head, on the top. Let me move us to the other map, because there it's easier for me to find that. So I did add little icons, and here you see a bad icon, because the button doesn't work. Damn it. That is Risa's place. Yeah, Risa's place is a one of the oldest taverns since building building Sandpoint, and it's managed by Risa McGravy. That is this woman. She's very blind, an old sorcerer, but yeah, she talks a lot about ancient legends and myths. So I don't know where you got the old biker tavern.
Hold
from.
on. Yeah, it's not that one.
So
have to
we
figure
have
it out.
the white deer. We covered that one. We covered crack toots. That is more the singing and the actor one. Oh, here. I think you mean Fat Man's Feedback. That is the notorious tavern. The underworld tavern, basically.
Yes.
Where
yes.
the Sheriff Hanglow, often needs to come down a few times a week to
Yes,
throw people
yes.
out. Yeah, a lot of the regulars are from the criminal underworld here as well. The tavern is operated by a guy called Gressel Tenewar. But his real name is sorry, the real owner is someone else.
He
yeah,
looks above board.
indeed the not fully above board, but definitely like a gang of thieves that is run from over here. Yeah.
It's the sketchy side of town.
Yeah.
I have a thought, Adam. If I think Lyra just loves hearing Old Bear's stories because they're exciting.
I'm glad you said that because I wanted to ask you, would Drugami be up for wrestling whenever they Old Bear and Drugami?
Oh yeah.
I just like to imagine Old Bear
Oh yeah, absolutely.
getting
Absolutely.
covered in scratches but loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she loves it. She believes every word, and she loves the stories to the point of, obviously, part of the reason she got booted out of school is she skipped too many classes because she'd rather go sit in some bar where she's not even like legally in there or something where she's getting thrown out all the time. But then also because Old Bear is not a man of means, Lyra will be grabbing stuff from the general store, sticking it in her pouch and bringing it to him. So, a bag of beans or whatever, that kind of
I
thing,
love that,
right?
yeah.
And getting in more trouble, getting in even more trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, I love that.
For now, let's move on. Oh, sorry. Before we do that, Old Bear, do note on your character sheet, Adam, on your main sheet, because you re-added your background feed, you need to re-choose your attribute modifier. So there's a little button blinking on the bottom right of your sheet with the edit button on the attributes.
Yeah.
You can choose your background boost.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. And for the rest, that is all okay. Will, in the meantime, do you have a question about one of your ancestry feats, or will you do that later?
No, I added one.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
So I added, I forget what it was exactly, but I added one. I read them quickly and added one. So
Yeah. Let's go to...
Me!
And you're playing?
Me! No, I'm playing Shahar.
Yes. Shahar.
Shahar is a champion of Desna. He appears to be a regular human man, but his friends would know that he's a bit more than that. He doesn't quite know what he is, and I would wager a guess that probably nobody in the town quite knows what he is. But he doesn't remember much about more than a few years ago. I would say probably even less time than that. Maybe more than a couple of years ago. He doesn't remember pretty much anything. But whether people believe him or not, his origin is that he just sort of appeared on a ship of some Sandpoint locals that were returning from Minkai, which is a continent across the ocean. Well, Minkai is a country on the continent across the ocean. And he didn't remember anything about himself or the world, and these Sandpoint locals sort of took him under their wing. They were sailors. They were on a ship, and taught him the ways of travel. How to navigate by the stars and read a map. And once he got to Sandpoint, he was sort of amazed. He had never seen land before. He was sort of amazed by the vastness of the land, and he sort of became enraptured with the world and discovering all that it has to offer. So he's taken to, I guess, a little bit like Lyra, just kind of exploring as much as he can, but less about, getting into new things and more about just literally seeing everything that the world has to offer. So he also often will travel to the farms nearby, or he'll travel down the road to can't remember the name of the city nearby, but he'll go with people down the road to the city, and he'll
I think it starts with an S, if I remember right.
yeah, I don't remember. But anytime that anybody's like, hey, we're gonna go to the inn, we're gonna go do this thing over here, he's always like the first to go. He'll be like, I'll come with you. And he has some martial capabilities. He's found that he's quite naturally talented with a sword, and even with his fist if he needs to, and will sort of pitch his going to places and doing things with people as, I'll protect you. Don't worry. I'll come with you. I'll be your bodyguard. And currently he's living at the temple. Since he didn't have a home when he got here, he was kind of put up in a room at the temple. And that, along with the sailors who sort of prayed to Desna for travel, is what got him into the faith of Desna, because the current, not owner, but priest of the temple, is a follower of Desna. So he's picked it up by osmosis just from the people around him.
Yes. So indeed, you will definitely have a connection to Abstalar Xanthus. He is the high priest of Sandpoint, also a cleric, a cleric of Desna indeed. But he's very also open to matters about faith. He's also a role of advisor for worshippers of other gods of Sandpoint. So the temple here has multiple shrines for each of the main gods of Golarion. I can also imagine that Shahar would have connections on the Sandpoint shipyard. That is over here. They are owned by one of the richer families called the Valdemars, with Belvin Valdemar, the eldest son of them, overseeing the work on the shipyard. And I would imagine, since you would also still keep in touch maybe with some of the sailors, who of course would often be found at the Hagfish over there.
Okay. Yeah, those are just his first
maybe
friends.
Also at the Way North map house. You know,
I'm sorry, the meth house?
Map.
Oh, the map house. Yeah,
Yes.
he probably would like to hang out there.
That's my uncle runs that place.
The meth house is outside the city.
The map house. Okay. So I will ask. Everyone will need to do a practice round of the name of Shahar, because
Shahar.
so it's a difficult name. I'm Dutch, so the first H I would not pronounce. So it's more like a y, and the we do have in Dutch. So Shahar. If I pronounce it correctly, Michael.
Yeah, that's right.
Shahar.
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 Let's see.
Adam.
Oh no, we lost Will.
No, we
I'm
have
here.
Will.
No, I can hear.
Oh, I think I lost myself for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Wait, all together now.
Shahar!
Sounds like a pirate.
I
Shahar! We made these.
think he probably would get on well with Lyra. I mean, they're both young, at least mentally, and have a propensity for looking at going around and looking for new things.
Yeah.
Or you haven't met yet, and we can do a meet cute as part of the.
We'll go now indeed over to character links. And I have a built-in thing for Foundry that I set up. So if you open your character sheet and you go to the feats tab, you can move to the bottom. And over there you have a category called Connections and Promises. And you can click on the browse button. And I would like to ask each of you to choose at least one connection to a fellow player. And you can choose one of these. You can drag them to your character sheet, and then the XXX you can rename to one of your fellow players. And then once you do that, explain that to the rest of us.
All right, so I drag from actors. I drag onto my character sheet.
You would drag the compendium browser.
No, so you open your character sheet, and in your character sheet you go to the feeds tab.
Did all that.
Yeah, and then on the bottom in the
open.
connection and promises there's the browse button.
Yeah, did that.
And then you get a pop-up with XXX and I made a vow and XXX and I used to be close.
We're choosing one.
And you choose one, and you the one that you choose, you move, you drag to your character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was something that dragged a link to the character that you have the relationship
No,
with.
that is not automated. No. So no.
Oh, okay, good.
You
All
just
right,
drag
okay.
the feed to your character sheet, and then you can edit the sheet, edit the feed to replace XXX with the character name.
So, Will, you said Lyra's like a bit of a miscreant, right? Kind of
Oh,
gets
yeah.
into things that she shouldn't.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
thinking Lyra as my bad influence. Because he tries to be a good guy, but he's drawn to the
And
to
Old
the
Bear is Lyra's bad influence.
excitedness.
because- Yeah, and Old Bear's got these fantastic stories about anything that's not accounting. Oh, and then I can do edit and change the XXX. Is that what it is?
Yes. It's
Are we going to take turns in explaining the Mirroon? What's the plan?
who wants to go first? Michael?
I haven't chosen anything yet,
Yeah.
so I'll go last.
Yeah, I said Lyra's my bad influence. I think I don't know if we've met yet. Maybe we'll meet. But after we meet, if we haven't met yet, Lyra would definitely be Shakar's bad influence. He really likes going out and seeing the world, but he tries to do what people tell him, like be a good person. Don't steal from people. That's wrong. Help out where you can. Maybe don't get into things that people wouldn't like. And I think he doesn't always know better, and when he's with Lyra, he might not realize that what they're doing is not considered widely socially acceptable.
The thing is, if it's meant to be an existing, then we might as well just assume that they're there.
Yeah, we would have.
Even though I
yeah.
thought the meet cute would be fun, but yeah.
This
I
kind
mean-
of in, yeah. I mean, it's a
Could be in
small
the
town.
future.
People know each other.
It could be what will be. It's destined. Lyra's my destined bad influence.
So I have one that I kind of want to propose.
You muted
to
you.
So Michael, it does need to be on your history with the other character.
Okay. Let me think then.
So in the past few years.
I'm happy to go next.
go.
If you're happy with this, Will, I put Lyra knows who I was, but I think that was the closest. I was thinking Lyra believes in my stories, so that when I'm telling stories about who I was, Lyra believes them, that I am that person, that I did those things, and she's the only one that does.
Absolutely.
So I don't think Lyra knows who I was isn't quite accurate, but she believes the stories and what I tell about myself.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I was going to propose the same thing to you, knows who you were, except that, you know, because Elrin is like a scholar, like he's actually uncovered something about maybe not specifically him, but like relatives or family members or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Whichever way you want to do it.
I like that. I think it needs to come out at some point. Or I like it that there will be people out there who double take and for bad or for worse, you know, people might have vendettas against me or my memory. So yeah, I think little glimpses.
I want to go back and
people who might recognise me.
I want to go back, revisit Shahar.
Shahar.
That relationship, because I think it needs a little bit of work. But Terry, how about this?
Yeah.
There's a tension between Lyra's understanding of Old Bear and Elrin's, because Elrin's is the view of a scholar,
Yeah.
and it takes the magic out, and the magic is the part
Yeah.
that Lyra believes in.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Sure.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the timeline's wrong, and you know the books
Yeah.
say it happened like this, but
Yeah.
I was
Elrin-
there. I was there.
To Elrin, it's the facts of the matter, or what
Yeah.
you know the truth is. Whereas you know Lyra likes the story.
And
Uther
and
was real, but we don't see anywhere where he had any children.
Yeah.
So
The victor gets to write the history books, don't they? But maybe Old Bear survived a few defeats, and he knows the truth that the history books are glossing over.
Yeah. So, and Will, which character would you have a link with?
Oh, I did. Old Bear is a bad influence because the spinning the yarns. There's an exciting world out there. It's not the world I live in. It's this exciting world out there, and it's not the world Elrin thinks it is.
I
It's
think
much
Old
more
Bear
magical.
would like that as well. So, you know, maybe you remind him of his younger self and the glint in your eye and the excitement to go see the world. Maybe Old Bear thinks that's over for him, and you know he likes getting you worked up and excited about adventures, and maybe he promises to go with you one day, but he feels that his knees can, but maybe fate has different ideas.
Okay. Cool.
But let's go back to
But
Yeah,
because I do want only like, so you can have two links, but now we have Old Bear and Lyra, right? Two-way.
Yeah.
That's I think great. Shahar or Elrin, one of you wanna go?
I'm still thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of still perusing like what is. So here's something I was thinking for Shahar is I'm thinking that Elrin encountered him in, you know, being like a person who kind of doesn't really know who he is. That, you know, he likes to get to the bottom of things. And I'm thinking that maybe, you know, he's like just trying to help him with everything, and that he's Shahar is kind of like become like family to Elrin.
Okay. Prod my brain a bunch.
Yeah, he's trying to help you like explore the world and like figure things out, and you know, like I said, he has a scholarly approach to things, and you know, trying to solve it. But he's, you know, kind of been like reading stuff with you, or you know, going through and talking over stuff at drinks or whatever, and it's just like you're like his brother now. Or he's like a brother to
Yeah.
you.
So it's
Like
like
mother
family.
Maybe
Yeah. And then the other
maybe
way
we
around.
met at the old lighthouse ruin. I was,
Yeah.
there just exploring, and you were there doing some studying.
Yep.
Yeah, and what about the other way around? How would Shahar, what connection would he have towards Elwin? Do a different one.
I think that he would be drawn to all that Elrin can teach him about the world, especially about its not just its geographical vastness, but its historical vastness, and likes to, even if it's very like academic in nature, very likes to listen to the stories of what used to be, and how much has changed over the years.
Okay.
Which
and
one
and
is that?
which one would that be?
Oh, I have one to propose. Believes in my
Yeah?
better self.
Hmm.
Let me see, what is holds my
I was
promise?
thinking the other way around from looks up to me. I was thinking I look up to him.
Yeah. So that is of course the case, right? Because Terry chose that one. But it's maybe fun also because it's a multi-dimensional relationship, right? That you have with people. So what is the other aspect that is more from your perspective, from Shahar's perspective?
Yeah, I think he just, like I said, he likes spending time with him. He likes listening to like everything he's learned, and just discovering the world from a more
Okay.
academic viewpoint.
Yeah.
He's
promise?
really young.
What
I
Terry
don't
He's
know
really-
if that's appropriate. Oh no,
I-
that's not it. That's not what I was thinking it was.
He's really young, so I feel like most people he like has a close relationship. He sort of views as a sort of family. He probably sees, the sailors and Absalor the same way. Maybe he's the one I chose. The others were by his other relationships, the sailors and Absalor, were sort
Yeah.
of circumstance. He was just sort of dumped there. But Elrin is the one that he chose to spend his time with.
Okay.
That he just happened to come across.
Okay. Then in the next exercise that I would like to ask, and I'll pull you guys to this map, because then you can double click on a location and look at the NPCs, is choose one of the citizens in Sandpoint that we just discussed in your backstory, as you have possible links with, and choose a relationship and drag one to your sheet with so a connection or promise to that person of the.
Oh, okay. Like for me, it's Broder Queen.
Yeah. And Michael, I assume Priest Santus, and Will and Adam, if you need help, let me know.
It's an NPC, right?
Yes. So, Will, in your case, I would recommend. My recommendation would be your adopted dad or one of your sisters. Like.
I did. Vesnit,
Who's
the
that?
guy that runs the map house.
Oh, yeah.
The
You can
room?
do that as well. Yeah.
Because and then he knows who I was or whatever that one is.
Oh, yeah, he's a
He
gnome
knows
as well,
what
right?
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he knows what happened because they set it up to deliver me to him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's never told me anything about it
Yeah.
because he doesn't want me to know because it wouldn't be safe or something.
Okay. Cool.
But I still want to go back to Shahar. I'm fine giving up on the idea of doing the meet cute, maybe we are just two kids that get in trouble all the time. So it is the bad influence one. Did you already, or we've already filled them in and you don't need that now?
No, I think it'd be fun for us to meet for the first time.
Oh, okay, great. All right.
Yeah. And yeah. Terry, you chose Brodert?
You said someone from the town, right?
Yeah. So you Brodert Queen believes in your better self. That is cool. Old Bear, Adam, did you make a choice? Make a choice. Ameko.
I did. Yeah, so I've put that Ameko is my shelter. So as I said earlier, Old Bear is kind of on the run. He's escaped his nursing home, and I put in my background that I fear the greycoats. So I imagine these orderlies that are out there looking for me to drag me back. I think they wear grey coats and white gloves, and maybe they did turn up at the Rusty Dragon, and Ameko, you know, put me in a broom cupboard or something like that, and if I'd fit, and got rid of the grey coats, the white gloves, and so she knows.
No one else has ever seen a grey coat or heard of them.
Love it.
It's your paranoia running crazy.
Only Amako's actually, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
He's the only one that believes me that the grey coats are after me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shahar, did you make a choice yet?
Thinking maybe Belvin, one of the guy that runs the shipyard now. Maybe before he ran it, he was one of the sailors on that ship that I came on. He's my oldest friend.
Okay. Yeah.
That ship was called the Girl and the Goat.
It's a reference to the Wild Sea campaign.
Yes.
Oh, right. I was going to say I don't get that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool. And then Lyra.
Oh, I did. Hold on. I did.
Oh, Fascinate, yeah.
It's on there. Yeah, it's on there. It's
yeah.
yeah. Vesna knows who it was.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Very cool. I will allow you guys to also discuss offline if you want a second connection, a third connection, or promise to someone. Let's discuss it over Discord during the week. You don't need to, but try to make it as interesting as possible. Definitely add a second one to someone from Sandpoint. I recommend. And with this, let's go over the last background type of question, and that is namely, how did the four of you over the last well become friends or hang out together? Yeah.
Well, I already see an easy connection that, you know, Elrin and Shahar have kind of, you know, like become close together already, and then Shahar likes to get into trouble with Lyra, and so, you know, that, you know, like easy for them to get put in at the same place. And then I feel like actually the Rusty Dragon is like the primary place, because it would have, we all went to the Rusty Dragon, we'd probably all be there.
Yeah.
I think Old Bear's part of the furniture now at the Rusty Dragon. So.
Yeah, so Old Bear, you have all these kids running around. How do you feel about, when they go out in the wilderness, into the mountain and the marshlands? So let's say there's a summer, and all of the three kids, they have this idea. There's a lost dog. One of the citizens in Sandpoint lost a dog, and they all get in their minds to go to the marshlands to find it. Who is the owner of the dog? And what does old dog, what does old bear? Sorry, what does old bear think about the three of them going there alone?
I think what sprung to mind, I don't know if you agree with this, but what sprung to mind is that old bear, for some reason, senses danger and is there just at the right time when he's needed. And because I like to think that despite his arthritic knees, when he needs to, old bear can move and his muscle memory comes back. And I think these young uns are very surprised when they see old bear in the right place at the right time, moving like lightning. I don't know. Maybe a real bear is trying to kill the dog, or something.
Would he? Would he arrive just at the moment at the scene, or out of nowhere, or would he, when they walk out of town, say, I will follow you guys," or something like that?
I don't. It might be a bit creepy, but I think I don't know. He wanders, does old bear,
Okay.
and maybe people are used to seeing him in strange places because he just wanders off, forgets where he is, and people point him back in the right direction. Be that instinct sometimes, be that just his the curse is fogging his brain, but this time I think he just sensed, and he let his legs do the wandering, and he was where he needed to be.
Okay, very cool. And with that, we will move to the break time. Yeah. And let's continue. Welcome everyone back. As we just mentioned, the kids. Elrin, Lyra, and Shahar were all in the old marshlands. If you recall, this is Sandpoint. I'll bring you to the marshlands, to the hinterlands. So the three of you are on a big, huge adventure. Because let's say the Red Dog Smithy, the owner is a powerful muscled man called Das Corvoet, and he has two large mastiffs, and one of them is missing, and the rumor is on the road that some travelers saw the mastiffs run about on the road and into the marshes, into the brine stump marshes. And little did they know that old bear was wandering around the hinterlands as well. As all of you arrive in the hinterlands, and suddenly old bear appears.
It's around here somewhere. If only I could remember where did I put it? Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Axe. Where's my axe? It's here somewhere.
You set your axe down and you had it with you, right?
I can't remember the last time I had it. It was always in my hand. It was always there. I'm beginning to forget what it felt like. It's here somewhere.
I look around. Do I see an axe anywhere?
Yeah.
No, but what all of you do see is up north, in the marshes. You see a dog. Woof woof. Woof woof. And he's running around, and suddenly you see a creature appear. A giant centipede creature.
Uh-oh.
And
It's out of my line of sight, but
Me too.
you hear some screeching in the woods, in the marshlands, and above the bushes appear like this creature pops up.
nasty.
I think none of you. So
Well,
only
hopefully,
Old
the
Bear
last time
sees
I
Old Bear sees the mastiff, and Old Bear you do see, and all of you. So all of you hear the dog woof woofing, and you hear some screeching, and you see especially Old Bear, you see that creature appear, and with that, we will go into our first combat.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
that reminds me, Jeroen. You told me to ask you in session 0 about my armor. If I should go ahead and buy some less good armor, or if I can expect that I'll have.
Yeah, no, you cannot. So you have you're starting gold.
Yeah,
Your
but
normal
should I
starting
buy
gold,
some
yeah.
like less good armor, or can I expect that I'll have enough gold / I'll be able to find like actual champion armor?
During the adventure, you can find enough gold to buy armor.
Okay.
But I cannot. So you can be for sure that is not in the first session.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just have terrible AC until then.
What's terrible?
16.
It's not
I
that
think
bad.
that's mine.
I think that's normal starting AC, Michael.
I think
It's
17 here.
standard starting is 17 or 18.
17
But mine,
here.
as a champion, should be 19.
well, Old Bear has 16 as well. Anyway,
Lyra's the only one who has higher.
you guys can all roll initiative. So let me go over a little bit for our viewers and our new players. Pathfinder 2nd edition, so you work with 3 actions in a combat round. You roll initiative, that is the order of how you present. Normally, so I will do this not in this example, but later. Normally during exploration, you have an exploration mode, and you say your high level, okay, I'm doing this or that. So you have an exploration activity. I'm looking around, I'm searching, I'm holding my weapon, my shield ready, those type of exploration activities. And that is also the way you enter combat if there is a combat encounter. Unless you have already drawn your weapon, you have not. So drawing a weapon takes an action, moving takes an action, striking takes an action. If you strike multiple times, the more often you try to hit, the more difficult it is to hit your opponent. In most cases, it is not recommended to hit more than twice, because your third action is better spent elsewhere.
So Will and Adam, if you go into like the top right, you see there's like a little chat bubble. There's an encounter, it looks like cross swords. You want to right click on that, and that'll pull out the encounter tracker. And from there, when you see your character in there, you should be able to roll your initiative.
Yeah. You can also click on the top, on the dice icon on your character on the top.
Oh, I
just
didn't
clicked
realize that worked.
I just
Okay.
clicked on there's an initiative button in the initiative place
Yes.
on my character sheet,
Yeah, you can do that as well. Yeah.
and it did the modifier, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yep.
The dog's against us?
No, I misconfigured that. Sorry, the
Dog.
dog is not
The
against
dog
it.
hates us.
I knew.
Yeah, so that creature is not doing any. So that creature is. So you hear screeching. That creature that I just showed on the screen, it's appearing, and you see some heads or some movement in the marshlands up ahead. And then we have our first
There's
player.
2 of them now? There's
Yes.
2 of them now?
Yes, there's 2 of them.
But where can we see them? Like, I don't know where they are.
So the sound is coming from over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Between us and the dog.
The dog sound was also coming from there.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So on your character sheet is how far you can move. So 25 feet is 5 dots. You do note in Pathfinder the first diagonal is 5 foot, but the second diagonal you take is 10 feet. Etc. Etc. Yeah.
So I still don't have visibility on them.
There you go for
there
your
we
second
go.
action. Let me add a nice.
Oh, we have party vision.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I don't know if that's intentional or not.
well, I said, well, I will remove that later, but for now it is. I changed your user rights, so because you wanted to see each other's sheets, Will did, so I changed the rights that you have access to each other character.
Oh.
And that is how,
okay.
well, that's why you currently share vision. But, so Elvin, you moved twice. What do you do with your third action?
I do recall knowledge on the beasts.
Oh yeah, you see one now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, regretfully, apart from that it's a large insect, you don't recall much.
Anything
else.
worth? Well, centipedes! I'll yell that out as a free action, and that's it.
Old bear.
Okay, so Old Bear will move closer. Oh no, 25 feet I can move, I think. So I'll move to there. Oh, and now,
Yeah.
yeah, I can.
And
Yeah,
there
three
you
total
find your
actions.
axe. There you'll find your axe in the grass.
Wow.
There she is. I knew he was here.
Old bear, I always believed it would be here for you.
Note that picking up the
Thank
axe
you.
costs 1 action.
Okay, so I pick up my old trusty double, surprisingly pristine for the amount of time it's been lying here in the undergrowth, and I give Lyra a wink. So I've got 1 action left. Can I? I've got a skill which is called a feat called intimidating glare, which is normally used, I think, to intimidate people, but I want to kind of use the to tell the dog what to do
Here, boy. Here, now.
type a command.
Yeah, so so that is an action, a demoralize action. I added it also to your sheet. That is an intimidation of a creature within 30 feet. So
Right.
so it's 80 feet ahead. It will what it will do, however. So make me a roll. Make me a roll. Let's see how it acts.
Ooh, and how do I do that? What would you like me to roll?
Yeah. So if you go to your actions tab.
Yep.
You see demoralize. You can either click it open, or you can click on the
Okay.
icon to put it to chat. And then there's an icon to roll intimidate to intimidate. To click on the intimidation button in the chat.
Yep, I see that. Thank you. That's clever. Oh dear. That's good.
You hear the dog woof 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 scared, but not reacting to your glare. He doesn't see you. He's too distracted by these insect creatures. And with that,
Okay.
yeah, the dog acted. That's what I just said. That's what he's doing. He's panicking a little bit. He's running around. He sees another insect, and he's woof 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 woof. And with that, we go to Lyra.
It just occurred to me to roll initiative for Tugami.
You can
rolled
act at
it.
the same time. You can act at the same time.
Oh, they don't have independent initiative?
No,
You
they
have
act
to
on
spend
your
an
turn.
action to
Tokens?
command your animal companion to give
Okay,
it two
and do I
actions.
have-
He
do I
does.
have two tokens?
You have 2 tokens on the map, but the Dugami doesn't do anything unless you tell her to do something. So if you spend
And it's-
one
and it's
action
an-
to command her, then she can take 2 actions.
And those 2 are not counted against my 3. Just the first one.
Yes.
Just the command.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, first I'm going to move up by where Elren is to see better what the situation. Oh wait, Can I defer?
What do you mean defer?
Can you defer initiative? Can you defer
Delay?
initiative?
Yeah, you can, that's called delaying.
It's using an action though.
It's a
Is that
free
true?
action.
That's a free
It's
action.
a free action.
That
Okay,
so
I wanna wait, and I'm gonna follow Shahar's lead here,
yeah.
and so I'm gonna wait and see what I'm gonna take my cue from him.
Yeah. So you delay. And then Shahar, you are.
Okay. So it looks hard to cross this water, right?
Yes, that will take an athletics or acrobatics to move over.
Okay. I am going to.
Officially, it's athletics. But if you, so what you do see is, if you want to jump over here, it's athletics. But you do see through the bushes, you see some wood over here where you think you could balance over, and that would be via acrobatics.
All right, so I'm gonna
Volunteer.
yell out, "We should protect the dog," and I'm going to. Oh, I don't have all my armor, so I can move quicker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come take a stride over here, and then I'm going to attempt a long jump.
I mean,
So I will roll my athletics. Oh, did I not do all my skills? I think that I did not.
I posted long jump in the chat for you for ease.
Oh, no, I just did them incorrectly. I have acrobatics instead of athletics. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. And now...
So you just need a 15 to get across safely, I think.
yeah. You do not have. Do you have the basic action macros? I don't remember.
I have it in mine.
Hold on, let me find it.
But you can also just click on the athletics button in the chat and do the macros out of the game.
That is true. That is true. Okay. My athletics.
Is that a hero point? You're gonna go into the water.
Yeah. Do you want a hero point this? So this is another mechanic where you can you start with
rounded
one hero
down.
point and you can use it to reroll a die.
Yeah, I am going to hero point that, so I don't go in the water.
Ooh.
I think that's enough. That
So
should
you
give me
can go
10 feet.
10
So that's 10.
yeah.
That's 10 feet.
Probably have to land and grab an edge.
Well, the edge is here, and then this is. Oh, yeah, that's true. Will I grab an edge there?
Yeah. So grab an axe is your reaction. So you move over here.
Mhm.
You fall. You realize you just don't jump too far ahead, and you fall down. Before you hit the water, you can try to grab an axe. Grab an edge as a reaction. Make me a acrobatics or a reflex save.
I will do a reflex save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you grab the edge. You stop your fall. You do not take any damage. It's not that far. Yeah. Next round, you
Okay.
can climb up as an action and then move on.
Indeed, that is my whole turn because I strode and then I long jumped.
Yeah. So these creatures, they.
I'm up.
Oh yeah, if you want to go out of the lay.
I delayed. Yeah, I delayed. So all right. So Larry's.
I don't know how you
tapping
come
it
out of the return. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what.
No, that I
Whatever
pressed.
you did. Yeah,
I
okay,
did.
okay,
I
alright.
did. I pressed that. I fixed that for you.
So first she's gonna run up to kind of where Shahar, this near shore over here. So let's see. So first move action, and it's like. So do I just drag it?
Yeah.
All right, 1. That's 5, right? And I think her move is 25.
Yeah.
2.
The mouse icon will also tell you once you go into your next next.
And that's as far as I can get without doing something to cross this, right?
Yes. Now you can take a
Alright.
jump, a long jump action. So in
Yeah.
that case, you would need to make an
Wait.
athletic.
First,
Oh, yeah.
First, she's amused by Shahar's hanging from his hand. He's hanging from the edge of the thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's finding that very amusing.
Shahar's feet are almost dipping into the water.
Yeah, Shahar, you okay over there? Here, you
I'm
wanna
good.
You want to see how it's done?
Tell me
And-
how it's done, little one.
Let's see. So that's the first thing. Oh, she's got to command her companion Drugami so that he'll follow.
Yeah.
So I'll do his 2 actions later, and then her last thing is she's going to do the lead.
Yeah.
So she has. It looks like athletics +3 trained. I don't know if there's another modifier gets added to that. If I click the die next to athletics.
Athletics is based on your strength modifier.
But
that's zero.
indeed, just click on your athletics on the dice button at athletics.
All right, and then is there like a difficulty? What's the
No,
concept
just
of
roll.
this?
I'll tell if you succeed or not. Don't need to think about that.
I'm no better.
You're no better. You're
Hero point.
falling down
Wait,
just beside.
hero point.
Yeah,
Hero
you-
point
you-
because
you
she's
can-
trying to show him something.
You
Yeah,
can
she's trying to
right click
show off.
on the chat card, and then reroll
A
using a
pop-up?
hero point.
I'm sorry. So the chat. I click on the chat thing.
Right click on the
Right
chat.
click your skill check.
Yeah, right click on your skill check in the chat, and then it'll have a pop-up that comes up, and you should see reroll using a hero point as an option.
Oh yeah, got it.
Regretfully,
know.
it's still you still just not reach.
I'm hanging there too.
Yeah,
I'm
now
hanging there too.
well, you're all, well. Now
You
we're
showed
gonna-
me.
Now you can grab an edge. That's a reaction. Well, like I said, you have 3 actions, but you also have 1 reaction. So that is something you do
Alright.
suddenly.
Yeah.
So you fall.
But do I have to do a? Is it-
you have spare moments of time to grab an edge. Make me an
Alright.
acrobatics check or a reflex save.
All right. Hold on. I don't see reflexes.
On your character sheet, it's on the left,
Yeah.
the bottom left. It's a +6 in your case.
It's in the red like bar of
Oh,
everything on
reflex.
the left.
Okay.
Yes.
That looks better.
Yes, it is.
More than likely would be.
Uh-oh.
But it is enough.
Yeah.
You also now you look to your right and you say, "Hey, buddy!" You're
Yeah.
both hanging there on the ledge, and as you hang, you whistle. You whistle for Drugami. So what does Drugami do?
Moves to the bridge there. Drag. What's the move? 30 feet.
It'll tell you how many actions the stride is as you're dragging.
Well, not for him
Oh,
because he's not
probably
an.
there.
Yeah,
Probably there.
animal companions
Oh,
don't
right.
have that.
And
Hmm.
let's see what Drugami's. Oh, it's a she. That's good.
Yeah, Drugami is a she. Yes.
Now,
Yes.
where do I? Sorry. I'm navigating through this. So for acrobatics, it'd be under actions.
Athletics. So in proficiencies, that's the
Athletics.
4th tab. You see your skill.
like a little
proficiencies,
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then you have
Ooh.
the athletics.
All right. Click the spinning die, right?
Yeah.
That's all I gotta do. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Ah!
So Drugami is a cat, but she jumps into the water and she sputters. She
had to evade
growls
Shahar.
and she's all wet. And
Oh, she hates that. But does she get a hero point?
no, so she uses the same hero points as you. So you already
Oh,
spent
okay.
yours.
Alright.
So regretfully not. But she's also not even far enough to try to grab an edge. But she can spend an action to climb out. Because she had 2 actions. Oh no,
Wait,
she had 2 actions.
Moving
right?
leap. Yeah, she already did too.
She already did
Yeah,
2.
moving leap.
So she's now in the water.
Moving downstream, holding onto a board, a plank.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great.
And we will go to this creature. Well, one of them is hearing all of you mess around, so it will move your way. The other one is trying to harass the dog. And it's the dog and the other creature will start to bite at each other. And we go to Elrin. What do you do?
Just a second. So I'm trying to target the back one here, but it won't let me. Is it I don't have enough vision on it? This giant centipede here.
I can target it.
No, you should have vision
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me try this one.
Oh, it looks like you might not because of this wall here. Because I can't target the
Oh,
dog.
yeah, you're right.
There's no wall from Terran to it. There's no wall.
This isn't a wall?
Let me just see if this makes a difference.
It casts a shadow over the centipede. Does this? Or something does.
No, I think you are not in the token controls, Terry.
Yeah, it might have been because I was still on the ruler.
And in the ruler you cannot target. You do an electric arc. How do you do this? Describe the effect. What do you do?
Let me see. I don't know if it. I mean, he would probably have like an incantation and like a fine, movement he does with his hands, and then he ends up, kind of like pointing forward, like his hand like that, and out shoots some electricity.
Yes. Note you cannot target both of them because the other one is 60 feet away. And
I thought it was.
arc is
Oh,
only
do they
30
have
feet.
to be? I thought it was if it's the target's within 30 feet. Maybe I misread.
Yeah, they need to. Your targets need to be within 30 feet of you.
Both need to be in. Okay, well
Yeah,
then it would
so-
only be.
So I'll
This
only
guy.
roll for oh, sorry. I will delete that. You roll yourself. I will. Oh, you did the roll. Reach. I will save.
I heard a chainsaw.
He made a success. So
Half
that is
damage.
half damage. So you do a little bit damage. So he looks injured. He looks injured.
Oh.
You have one action left.
He's a
No, I had to move over in order to get my shot. Well, no, actually, I wouldn't have had to do that because I can't hit the
indeed.
second
Yeah,
one.
you still have an action.
Let me see what kind of thing I might want to do. I guess I'll just draw my weapon. My melee weapon. Not that I expect to get into melee combat, but we'll see.
Yeah, old bear. What do you do?
Okay, Old Bear is going to attempt to do a running jump across the stream. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, so that will be one stride, is it called in this game, to get
Yeah.
into the edge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
long jump
well, you would-
include the
you-
Long
stride.
jump.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
so
okay.
I'll put it back in the.
I think I managed to put it into my...
Yeah, I
Sheet.
posted it in the chat so you can see long
Thanks.
jump.
So I click on the leap button.
Click on the athletics button.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, note it would still cost an extra action because you cannot jump further than your movement speed. Well, you
Yes,
succeed.
okay.
So with all three of your actions, you jump over to there. You have your
Yes.
axe in your
Oh,
hand.
get back.
Yeah!
Go back. What do you guys do, sir?
Sakar, look at old bear go! We're both hanging there still.
Yeah.
Cool.
My knees crack and...
The
yeah.
dog
So have
is. Sorry, go ahead.
I
go
still
ahead.
got an action?
No,
It's still-
because
so you
long jump,
do-
with long jump you cannot go further than your movement from the start of your movement. So you would have jumped in the water. So if you want to jump to the other side, you first need to move a little bit and then do the long jump.
Yeah.
So that takes all
Yeah,
three actions.
because in total,
Yeah.
if you moved like 40 feet.
So you would do one action stride, and then you would do two actions to do
To
a
a
long
long
jump.
jump. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
yep,
If
yep.
if
Okay.
all if the end of the if your starting position to the end of the other way of the gap would have been within your movement, so within 25 feet, then you would have only taken two actions.
Mhm.
Yeah. The dog is and he's bleeding a little bit. You see some scrapes at this old bear. You see some scrapes at the mastiff as the insect is, and they're both biting and running around it.
Am I allowed to say anything to the
Yeah,
dog?
yeah.
My friend?
Yeah, do a short.
Go home.
Tell it to go home.
Go home.
Okay. And with that, we go to Shagar.
Okay. Well, is it an athletics to climb up, or can I just do it?
No, that's a climb. Yeah, that's athletics. It's not a high DC.
Okay, I climb up.
It's like a DC 10.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you fall down into
heavy
the water.
armor.
You're also now fully soaked. You can
I'm
take another,
guessing
you can take
the,
another climb action, so you don't take any damage. But you're
Can I
fully
use my
soaked.
reaction to grab the edge?
You already were at the edge.
Actually-
I will not allow that if you're already at the
Okay.
edge.
Okay.
Sorry. You're not that far. It's not a big height. Your feet were already bungling almost with your toes in the water. So you drop down
Okay.
in the water. You can climb up again. Try to get a better holding.
All
by,
right. I'll keep trying to climb.
Yeah, this time you succeed easily. You're fully soaked, wet, but you arrive at the top of the amazing challenge. And you feel like you left your teenage years behind as you conquered this huge ass cliff of 10 feet.
I look over at Lyra.
I think you moved my
You didn't say
token, by the
anything.
way. Did you pull me up?
No, I pulled Shagar up.
I don't see my token anymore. Oh, there it
It's
is.
right here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Sorry, your token is green on a green background.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael, Shagar, you do have one action left. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way over to this.
Yeah. If you want to move through
Trunk
the bushes,
bridge.
it's difficult terrain, so the one square is one extra.
Okay, then I'd be able to go here instead.
Yeah. If you want to move around it, that is fully fine. Then Lyra, you're bungling
So
there.
first commands Drugami to climb Drugami.
Yeah, Drugami can make an athletics check to climb out.
He gets 2 actions, right?
Yes.
She gets 2 actions.
The first would need to be, well, I assume she wants to climb out. Yeah, she easily climbs out. So she climbs up onto the platform, onto the
All right. Can I
the
can
dry
I defer her a
earth
second?
as she shakes
Can I
off
defer?
the water out of her fur.
All right, and then she moves. What's her move?
I think hers should be like 35. if I'm not
30 feet.
mistaken.
I'm
It's
looking
30
for
feet.
Where it is.
Young cat.
Oh,
It's on the character
30,
sheet,
30,
front
30,
page.
30,
yeah.
30. Right, so she's gonna it's not letting me there. Sorry. Not where I wanted to be. There.
10.
10, 15. She's going for the how far is that total? Sorry.
But it's 20, 25. She can move. She can move up there.
With the difficult terrain.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Good.
With the difficult terrain, so you move one back. Yeah.
All right.
The one square was that.
Now, Lyra.
Yeah, Lyra can try to climb up as well. So that's athletics.
Yeah, I assume it's athletics again.
Yeah. It's not as hard as jumping, so don't worry.
Says you.
Oh, yeah. No, it's she doesn't fall down though, so she's still holding the ledge, but she can.
Yeah.
She's trying to find a foothold to bump her up. So she spends a few seconds doing that before she tries to find a different foothold, and you can roll again
Oh, I can roll again?
for another action. Yeah.
So close.
You made it.
I made it at a 5?
No, the 8.
An 8.
You succeed at 8. This is
Oh,
not a
8,
difficult
okay.
difficult climb if you're already on the ledge.
So, but I'm there. I didn't
Yes,
move
you're
it.
there.
Yeah, okay, good.
That's
All right.
so now you spend 2 actions. You have 1 action left. You can do a move.
No, she commanded.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Yeah. Shahar. See? Told you. Easy.
How much noise?
I'm not even looking back.
How much noise is Drugami making?
Not much. He's a stealthy snow leopard.
Okay. How much noise are you and Shahar making?
Lots.
A lot.
I'm yelling a lot.
Okay. This insect, giant centipede. It's you see its mandibles all bare, and it's moving towards you. One of your unprotected it's moving towards your arm or your neck. Let's see if you can try if you can try to hold it off. Regretfully, it hits you in the arm, and you feel the piercing mandibles pierce your skin for 2 damage. As you take 2 damage, but not just
No
that.
armor?
Not just that. Make me a fortitude saving throw as you feel some strain in your muscle as you suspect poison is being pierced into your body, into your muscles. So
Old
on
bear
the
had no
chat,
armor?
there's a button. You can click on the fortitude button.
Drinks bite harder than that.
Indeed.
Crit save.
Nice.
You hold a memory of indeed a beer of last night or something stronger, and you push your muscles
I
through this.
attempted to drink the aquarium water from the.
Yeah.
and
No,
my
actually,
body's
on a
already
critical-
full of toxins.
On a critical, I think the centipede gets sick from your blood.
Yeah, I bite it back.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So
That would be nice.
So it will try to hit you again, like I explained. If you try to attack multiple times, you take a penalty. That's called a MAP, a multiple attack penalty of -5 on the second attack, and the third attack would be -10. So that's. Let's see if it. No, it misses you. So it you shake off the strain in your muscles. You step aside from its second attack, and as it realizes that you're way taller than even this giant centipede. It's like it comes to the lower side of your torso, and it tries to move back into the bushes. And as it does, you can do something because you have one reaction, and you have a special feat for a reaction, which is called Reactive Strike.
That's right. So if I press this button, does that? No.
Yeah, but that is just the description.
Oh right.
So you can just click
swing
on.
that.
You can just click on your Great Axe Strike. Well,
You know how to
targeting.
target, right?
So
Oh,
normally
sorry, I
you
didn't
target the opponent. For now it's fine. I can fix this. But normally you
Hold down
target
T,
your
I
opponent
think.
by the T, indeed. Yeah, but if you don't, it's okay. Let me see if you hit. You do, and not just that. You crit. You cleave through it as you do a critical damage. As you do 26 points of damage. Oh, sorry. You could have clicked on the button. I clicked for you. Describe on how you cleave this creature in half.
Oh, I mean, I think to anyone watching, it looks magnificent, but I feel like I've really put my back out. I hold the axe above my head, and about then my back is go. I kind of just drop the axe down and
Oh, oops.
No.
That's the wrong token.
what's happened there?
That's not on you.
And I think Lyra can see that, but I think Shahar can't because he's got Trisnoy. And
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah.
it's this amazing moment of Old Bear doing something amazing. Oh, but wait, I think Elrin saw that too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm right.
Okay, great.
Right in line for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is massive damage for the centipede, and yeah, your axe that goes down, it slices it vertically in half as it splices open with some gore in between as you shake it off your axe, with that, its turn is finally over. We move to
Going well tonight, Lyra.
we move to the second one, who is. The dog is biting at it as it gets chased off by the dog towards the south. Trying to move away over here, where it suddenly sees like, oh, and there it stops as it tries and sees a large cat.
Am I able
Elrin.
to pick my axe
Elrin.
back up? It says I've dropped it. Pick up
Well,
two-handed.
I have.
Oh,
no
sorry, that was my
visibility.
mistake, Adam. You still have your axe. You still carry your axe.
Picked it.
Terry.
Well, that changed all of my plans. I can't see the thing at all. I got like the hedges or whatever blocking me. Let's see. If I were to move. "20 feet and then do a long jump." I'm probably gonna not do well, but we'll see. Oh gosh.
Well, critical success. You easily leap over all the bushes, over all the. Let me one sec. Let me do that. Over all the bushes, over the water. You even just in time. You see Lyra as you are already flying in the air, and you jump just beside her. You make sure to land not on top of her with your critical success.
Elrin, that's just how we did it.
Yeah, that's good. Good job.
We were waiting
and
for you
then,
here.
And then,
Was
well,
that one action?
no, that was I used all 3 actions just doing
Oh,
that
okay.
because yeah, I didn't have any visibility on the creature, so I couldn't do much else.
Yeah. Old Bear.
I believe I have an ability called Sudden Charge, which allows me to strike twice and then hit something.
I think you're within 1 stride of that guy. I don't think.
Oh, I
even...
thought I was 30 feet away and I can move 25, so...
Yeah, but
If you move
25 is enough.
25, you'll be adjacent to him.
Right, yeah, 25 to this square adjacent, so I don't need to... So I'll move adjacent to it, and I will strike it with my great axe. So target B...
Hold on. So before you do that, Lyra can what is it? Hold on. Dynamic guidance. Do I have to have line of sight for dynamic guidance?
Yeah, but you can only cast it on your turn as it's a normal
Oh,
action.
okay, good. All right, got it.
So yes, you can guidance him, but on your turn.
Got it. Good thing I'm bad at cleanup. Oh, see. Old Bear is doing exactly what he said he would do, which is amaze us all.
He's doing the fighter thing.
The fighters are really strong at level 1 because they crit a lot at level 1. Go roll for the crit button, Adam.
Crit button?
On the
It'll
chat.
say damage, and then it'll say critical. Hit the critical one.
And you roll
Oh, gosh.
amazingly, so that is doubled. 1d12 plus 4 times 2. 30 damage. Describe how you do this.
Again, I kind of... Can I see Lyra, did you say?
There's a bunch of bushes in the way. I think.
Let's say you see her slightly through the
Okay.
bushes.
Or maybe it's a little elevated.
Yeah, let me just move.
Remember
These
the,
ones
remember
don't
the,
seem to be blocking the line of sight as much
I-
as these ones do.
Because of all the gore and splashing, and the movement of the axe, so he rips off a part of the bush, so he now see each other.
Okay.
I say something along the lines of, "We're making our own story now, Lyra."
I feel young again.
Yeah, you immediately kill this giant centipede. And that was all your actions, right? Or you still have one?
Yeah.
No, I think I've got one.
Oh no,
action
he's
left.
Yeah, what do you do?
So I think I'll move towards the dog and give it a telling off one. Oh, why is it? How do I end my original movement? It's counting up.
It just keeps
It's
track of
fine.
it.
It keeps track.
It's fine.
So you see now a second action icon because it's your second movement action.
Okay, move to somewhere like that.
Yeah.
I told you to go home, dog.
Then the dog is and he's like jumping up against you.
Pat it on the head.
Licking your hands. You see some scrapes at his skin, but then out of the water, something appears. A Shagar, Elrin, Lyra. You hear quack, quack, quack. Do I say that right? Quack. As
Is that a duck?
yeah, no, sorry. I tried to do a croak.
Oh,
As you see a giant frog appear out of the water side, and Shagar, you see a giant tongue slip out of it and shoot against you as it tries to strike you with its tongue. It regretfully misses you. But he tries again. He's trying to keep attacking you, but then doesn't work. So he jumps on top of the land.
It's the initiative, or he's not in the initiative that I see.
Yeah, no, it's that is.
He goes right after dog.
Yes, one moment. Let me fix that. It's because I copied the token somewhere else. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so Shagar, it's your turn.
alright. I will finally draw my sword. And I'll walk over to it. I'll give Elrin a nod. I've got your back. And I'm gonna hit him.
And I'm
Hit
going
it.
to wait. No, you don't. Never mind.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a crit.
that's
on
a crit.
frog?
You
Yeah.
guys are about to see
Bye bye, frog.
what deadly damage does.
Oh, you roll really low.
Oh, that nice D10 on deadly only gave me a 2.
Yeah.
Use the hips, kid.
As you hit it, it's near death.
All in the hips.
That is all of my actions though, because I had not yet drawn my sword.
Yeah. And with that, Lyra, you see this giant frog leaping out of the water, trying to hit your friend Shagar. Him rushing at it, attacking it. The giant frog looks near death, but yeah, who knows what might happen next? What do you do?
I'm just reading my spell description here, and something about the. So I was thinking about charm, right? Charming the frog. It'll be one charming frog. But the critical success failure, that section feels upside down. On a critical success, the target is unaffected.
Yeah, they need to make a
it's a
save.
save.
So if you
On its save, I see. It's from the target's point of view.
yeah. So this type of so if it is a spell that has a so in the top it says defense will, that means you don't need to roll anything. They need to
Okay.
roll. They need to roll a defense save. In this case, a will save. Yeah, you can if you want, you can try to charm it.
Yeah.
If you cast
And
it.
if your vicious will save. I don't really see what's the impact of this. Show me what's the effect of it.
If I remember
it
right, charm
becomes
is mostly
friendly.
like
I see. It's
the-
those boxes there. Friendly
Yes,
and
the
helpful.
target
Okay,
becomes
there.
friendly towards you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna cast it.
Okay, click on the
30
cast
feet,
button.
plenty. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
So there we go.
So now I get a box as with do I say that word? Yeah. So
You should have. I think if he targeted it, it would have.
it's okay. It's okay. I can. Regretfully, it succeeds. It shakes all. It blinks at you and it looks at you like. But then the red returns in its eyes as it looks back at Shagar. You have one action left. What do you do?
It took 2 to cast a spell.
Yep.
Yes.
I command Drugami,
Yeah.
who moves and attacks.
Yeah. You can do that.
Does she have enough movement?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She has. Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean that's 25 feet.
Well, the
there.
one box is double movement through the bushes, so you end up here. But that's fine. You can attack from there.
I'm still in melee range. That's
Yeah,
melee, right
yeah.
there. All right, now let me find Drugami.
So you target the frog. using the-
It's either that or Shahar. All right, and so now I'm on Drugami's sheet. How do I find his attack? Actions.
What are her actions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actions and then the claw or the strike. But note that the draw is doing more damage. So and the strike has a lower map. So normally if you had 2 actions to
Yeah.
attack, you would first do a jaw.
All right, I'll do it.
and-
Yeah. All right, so I click the strike button, right?
Yes, the strike plus 6, the first
All right,
one.
yeah. All right. Ooh, plus 6. I don't know what his DC is, but 12. Did that do anything?
Oh, he's not targeted.
Yeah, you forgot to target it.
okay.
You hit it. Do damage.
Oh, it has a
Um,
AC of 12. Wow.
And the damage on that is
It's
there,
a
the
weak
damage
frog.
button, right?
It's a weak one.
Yeah, my
so
24
on
was
the
a
dice
crit.
on the chat wheel, you see the
There.
damage button. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 plus.
Max.
Nice.
Oh, that thing's dead, I bet.
Describe how Drugami destroys the frog.
With a snarl and a. Was that? Wait, was that the jaws?
Yes. with
And a
the jaw.
gnashing of teeth. It eviscerates the frog, which kind of makes Lyra sad. Because that frog wasn't really evil. And so far, all it really did was stick its tongue out at us.
Yes.
But it made
It
Lyra
tried to
look-
eat me.
It did try to eat him.
Yeah.
So.
And
Yep.
with that, the 4 of you have made a story for life, a story of a starting point of your adventures.
Sure,
And-
wasn't that so cool? How we
Sandpoint.
leaped right across that river? Wasn't
That
that
is
so cool?
Yeah, you guys did really
Not
good
what
on that, huh?
happened.
Well, actually, Elrin would look at Shahar and like, you're wet. He
Yes.
did go into the water, right?
Yeah.
I am very wet.
Shaking swamp dew
Elrin
from
would
down to the boot.
Terrific.
Elrin would give a little swirl of his hand and press the digitate. Phew. Your clothes are all
Oh.
good.
Thank you.
Old Bear's complaining that he needs to go. Is it Hannah who runs the?
I have to get some more back ointment off Anna.
You're a hell of a thing with that axe, I'll say.
And yeah, he realizes. Oh yeah, my old faithful. Back in.
I knew it was out here somewhere.
Ooh, that axe needs a name.
Yeah. Maybe he will remember the name
Yeah,
sometime.
it'll come.
Sooner or later.
Okay,
It had a
guys.
beautiful name.
Thank you. We're back in Sandpoint. What I do at the end of the session is I ask all players in the group okay, what do you thought was the coolest thing one other player did? The player that has the most votes gets 1 extra hero point at the start of the next session. Terry, what was the coolest thing of today that some of the other players did? Or it might also, in this case, you can also refer to a point during the session 0 character creation thing.
Well, I think the main thing I would point out was the double crits by our fighter against our opponents. That's definitely something really cool. I mean, obviously it's mechanical, but it's a really cool story. Like he just slicing those centipedes up.
Okay, Will.
Wasn't that so cool how Oldberry just picked up his axe? Wasn't that so cool that he found it right when he needed it? And then he just sliced right through the first centipede, then he sliced right through the second centipede? Wasn't that so cool?
Adam.
Yeah, I think my vote goes to Will. He's really played into Lyra's enjoyment of Old Bear's stories, and you know, we agreed that relationship, and it was cool to hear that kind of playing out in the action scene. So my vote goes to Will.
Okay. Michael.
My vote also goes to Will. Just generally playing out that zest for adventure that Lyra has.
Well, in that case, I will roll a d20.
Award 2! Award 2!
Yeah,
True, award
why
2.
not? Well, in that case, you guys will always choose 2 people. But for next time, let's agree on the following. I will give both of you an extra hero point, but I will not do this every session that this happens. So sometimes I will do a random time. Okay. Not that just to make sure that you guys won't meta it, because I agree in these. I would give both of you also a vote, but so Lyra starts with 2 next session. Elwin with Elwin.
Are these on our sheets? Did you add this to our sheet or something? How'd you do that?
Yes, on the top of your sheet, below your name, you see your hero points.
Oh yeah, okay. And you've added that then, right?
Yes. You can add one manually by left-clicking on it, and detracting something by right-clicking on it.
Okay.
The sheets are a
That
lot.
would be-
Once you get more used to the sheets, things make a lot of sense. For
Yeah, I
now,
was gonna say, if you have hero points and you were to right click on yours, and then you could left click one onto Drugami to have her use a hero point for something.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do they expire? Do you need to make sure you use them?
They refresh after each session.
Yeah.
technically.
So at the start of the session, I always give out 1 hero point at the start of the session. So I rule a little bit different from regular rules. So my house rule is you get 1 hero point always at the start of the session. If any one of you can do a game write-up in Discord, or help with the recap at the start of the next session. If you do and or, the people that do that, they get an extra hero point. If you roll a natural 1 during the game, you can take a roleplay flashback moment as you describe a failure applicable flashback of a memory of your character. If you do that, you get an extra hero point. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Thank you all for playing. I'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed.
Woohoo!
I did.
Great times.
Like and
thank you.
subscribe. Everyone watching, if you're watching, the few of you who are doing that on the internet, see you next week. Cheers.
See y'all next week.